In the arid landscapes of central Iran, a seemingly impregnable fortress lies hidden beneath the earth, Iran's 80-meter-deep bunker. Recently unveiled by Iranian state media, this underground facility is touted as a testament to Iran's military ingenuity and resilience against external threats. But how effective is it really against a potential American military strike? Despite its formidable appearance, experts argue that the bunker might not withstand the advanced capabilities of modern U.S. weaponry. With precision-guided munitions and advanced bunker-busting technologies, the U.S. has the potential to penetrate even the most fortified underground defenses. This situation raises critical questions about the strategic calculus behind Iran's investment in such infrastructure and its implications for regional security dynamics. As tensions in the Middle East continue to simmer, understanding the true efficacy of Iran's bunker is more important than ever. The bunker is strategically located in the mountainous region of central Iran, near the city of Natanz, which is also home to one of Iran's key nuclear facilities. This location is not a coincidence. The rugged terrain provides natural protection, complicating aerial surveillance and potential targeting by adversaries. Furthermore, the proximity to Natanz underscores the strategic significance of the bunker, as it could serve as a command and control center in the event of a conflict. This location enables Iran to project its military capabilities while safeguarding critical infrastructure. However, this very positioning might also render it a primary target in the event of escalated tensions, especially with the United States. Understanding this geolocation is crucial to comprehending its role in Iran's broader military strategy and its potential vulnerabilities. The strategic importance of the bunker extends beyond mere defense. It represents a critical component of Iran's deterrence strategy against potential aggressors. The facility is likely designed to house advanced weaponry, command centers, and possibly even provide shelter for high-ranking officials in times of crisis. By demonstrating its capacity to protect vital assets, Iran aims to deter adversaries from considering military action. This bunker also signals to regional neighbors and global powers that Iran remains resolute in safeguarding its sovereignty and strategic interests. However, in the complex landscape of Middle Eastern geopolitics, the effectiveness of such deterrence is constantly tested. With the United States and its allies continuously monitoring Iranian activities, the bunker must function both as a physical fortress and a symbolic gesture of Iran's strategic resolve. Iran's history of fortifying its defenses dates back decades, shaped by its geopolitical challenges and regional conflicts. During the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s, Iran learned the importance of deep and well-protected military installations. This experience has heavily influenced its current military doctrine, which emphasizes the need for underground facilities to shield critical assets from aerial and missile attacks. Over the years, Iran has invested significantly in underground infrastructure to protect its military and nuclear capabilities. These efforts are not just about physical protection, but also about psychological warfare, projecting strength and resilience to potential adversaries. The current bunker is a continuation of this strategy, reflecting Iran's focus on survivability and deterrence in a volatile region. Past conflicts have been a major driver in the evolution of Iran's military infrastructure. The Iran-Iraq War, which lasted from 1980 to 1988, underscored the vulnerabilities of above-ground facilities. During this conflict, Iranian military installations were frequently targeted by Iraqi airstrikes, prompting Iran to rethink its defensive strategies. This period marked the beginning of Iran's shift towards underground facilities, which were seen as more resilient against aerial bombardment. The lessons learned from these past conflicts have heavily influenced Iran's current emphasis on subterranean structures. Today, Iran continues to prioritize the development of such facilities, viewing them as essential for the protection of its strategic assets in a region fraught with tensions and potential conflict. Over the years, Iran's military strategy has evolved significantly, shaped by regional dynamics and technological advancements. From relying heavily on conventional military forces in the 1980s, Iran has shifted towards asymmetric warfare capabilities. This includes the development of missile technology, cyber warfare, and the establishment of proxy forces in the region. The construction of the 80-meter bunker reflects this strategic evolution, emphasizing the need for secure and resilient command centers. These developments are designed to enhance Iran's ability to project power and deter adversaries, while also ensuring the survivability of its leadership and critical assets. As Iran continues to adapt its military posture to the changing geopolitical landscape, its emphasis on fortified underground facilities remains a cornerstone of its defense strategy. Iran's primary defense goals are centered around deterrence, protection of sovereignty, and regional influence. To achieve these, Iran has invested heavily in both conventional and unconventional military capabilities. The 80-meter bunker is a manifestation of these goals, serving as a deterrent against potential attacks by showcasing Iran's advanced defensive infrastructure. It also symbolizes Iran's commitment to safeguarding its sovereignty by ensuring that its leadership and command structures remain operational during conflicts. Furthermore, the bunker exemplifies Iran's desire to project power in the region, demonstrating to both allies and adversaries that it possesses the means to protect its interests. These goals are critical in a region marked by shifting alliances and ongoing conflicts, where military might often dictate diplomatic leverage. The design of Iran's 80-meter bunker incorporates several layers of security and advanced engineering. At its core, the facility is designed to withstand conventional and unconventional attacks, featuring reinforced concrete walls, blast doors, and sophisticated ventilation systems to sustain life even during prolonged sieges. The bunker is equipped with state-of-the-art communication systems, ensuring that Iran's military leadership can maintain contact with forces across the country. Additionally, it's likely to house command and control centers, critical for coordinating military operations. Despite these features, the effectiveness of the bunker against advanced bunker-buster munitions remains uncertain. The U.S. has developed munitions capable of penetrating deep underground structures, raising questions about the real-world resilience of such facilities in the face of modern military technology. The construction of the 80-meter bunker involved significant engineering feats and resources. Using advanced tunneling techniques, the bunker was carved deep into the mountainside, providing natural camouflage and protection. The construction likely involved international expertise, possibly drawing on lessons from other countries with extensive underground facilities. The materials used, such as high-strength concrete and steel reinforcements, are designed to withstand immense pressure and potential attacks. The project reflects Iran's commitment to ensuring the longevity and resilience of its strategic military infrastructure. However, the costs and resources required for such construction are substantial, raising questions about the economic implications for a nation already facing significant sanctions and economic challenges. The security measures of Iran's 80-meter bunker are designed to ensure its operational integrity in the face of potential threats. These include multiple layers of protective barriers, electronic surveillance systems, and fail-safe mechanisms to maintain functionality during attacks. The bunker is likely equipped with advanced radar and detection systems to monitor and respond to incoming threats. Additionally, it may have autonomous power supplies and water reserves to support prolonged operations without external assistance. However, despite these measures, the growing sophistication of modern military technology poses a significant challenge. The ability of the U.S. and its allies to deploy advanced cyber and electronic warfare techniques could potentially compromise these security systems, highlighting the ongoing arms race between offensive and defensive military capabilities. The United States military boasts some of the most advanced strike technologies in the world, capable of penetrating even the most fortified structures. Central to this capability is the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, MOP, a 30,000-pound bomb designed to destroy deeply buried bunkers. The MOP can penetrate up to 60 meters of concrete before detonation, making it a formidable tool against underground facilities. Additionally, the U.S. Air Force's B-2 Spirit stealth bomber can deliver these bombs with precision. This combination of stealth delivery and massive explosive power highlights the technological edge the U.S. holds. Furthermore, recent developments in hypersonic weapons add an extra layer of complexity to Iran's defense calculus. Hypersonic missiles, traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 5, can evade detection and render traditional defense systems ineffective. These advancements ensure that if required, the U.S. can target Iran's bunkers with a high probability of success, questioning the invulnerability of such facilities. Military strategy often hinges on the ability to adapt to emerging threats and leverage available technology. In the context of Iran's bunker, American military strategists would likely deploy a multi-layered approach. Initial strikes could involve electronic warfare to disrupt Iranian communications and defenses, followed by precision-guided munitions targeting surface defenses. This would pave the way for deploying the Massive Ordnance Penetrator to breach the bunker itself. This strategy would not only focus on physical destruction but would also aim to neutralize Iran's command and control capabilities, effectively blinding and disorganizing its response. Furthermore, the integration of cyber operations could play a critical role in disabling Iranian military networks, ensuring that any counterstrike capability is minimized. Such a comprehensive approach underscores the importance of not just technological superiority, but also strategic foresight in military planning. Historical precedents provide valuable insights into the effectiveness of bunker-busting strategies. During the Gulf War in 1991, the U.S. successfully used precision-guided munitions to target Iraqi bunkers, significantly degrading Saddam Hussein's military infrastructure. Similarly, in 2003, the U.S. employed bunker-busting bombs during Operation Iraqi Freedom to undermine fortified positions. These operations demonstrated the effectiveness of advanced munitions in neutralizing hardened targets. Moreover, lessons from these conflicts have informed the continuous development of U.S. military technology, ensuring that current capabilities are even more refined. Iran's 80-meter bunker, while formidable, faces similar challenges as past targets: the U.S.'s ability to deliver precise, powerful strikes. These historical examples reinforce the notion that no bunker is entirely impervious to a determined adversary equipped with cutting-edge technology. Bunker tests conducted by various military forces offer empirical data on the effectiveness of different construction designs. For instance, tests in the Nevada desert have demonstrated how modern munitions can penetrate significant depths of reinforced concrete. These tests often involve simulating real-world conditions to gauge the resilience of underground facilities. The results consistently show that while bunkers can withstand conventional attacks, they are vulnerable to specialized munitions like the massive ordnance penetrator. The key takeaway from these tests is that even the most robust construction techniques have limitations when faced with advanced military technology. These insights inform military planners about the necessary upgrades and innovations required to bolster defensive structures effectively. In the case of Iran's 80-meter bunker, these tests suggest that while formidable, it is not invulnerable to the advanced capabilities of the U.S. military. Expert insights provide a deeper understanding of the complexities involved in bunker warfare. Military analysts emphasize that while engineering plays a significant role in the design of fortified structures, the human element remains crucial. The decision-making processes, readiness of personnel, and ability to adapt to dynamic threats are pivotal. Experts argue that no matter how advanced the bunker, its effectiveness is ultimately determined by the people operating within it. Additionally, geopolitical analysts point out that bunkers are often symbolic of a country's strategic posture, reflecting its perceived threats and defensive priorities. In the case of Iran, the construction of such a bunker indicates a prioritization of defense against aerial strikes, reflecting broader regional security concerns. These expert perspectives highlight the multifaceted nature of military defense and the interplay between technology, strategy, and human factors. Analysts from various fields offer differing opinions on the utility and vulnerability of Iran's bunker. Some military experts argue that the bunker represents a strategic deterrent, creating uncertainty for potential aggressors about the success of an aerial strike. However, others contend that its existence is more symbolic than practical, serving as a psychological tool rather than an impregnable fortress. Geopolitical analysts note that the bunker reflects Iran's broader strategy of asymmetrical warfare, which focuses on unconventional tactics rather than direct confrontation. This includes leveraging regional influence and proxy networks to counteract superior military forces. Economic analysts also highlight the significant resources allocated to such construction projects, questioning the cost-effectiveness given the potential vulnerabilities. These diverse perspectives illustrate the complex considerations involved in modern military strategy, where psychological, symbolic, and economic factors all play a role. Military experts provide detailed assessments of the strategic value and vulnerabilities of Iran's bunker. They highlight that while the bunker is designed to withstand significant explosive force, its strategic placement and design could be compromised by modern intelligence gathering techniques. Experts emphasize the role of satellite imagery, cyber intelligence, and reconnaissance in identifying potential weak points. They also discuss the possibility of using advanced tactics, such as electronic warfare and cyber attacks, to disrupt the operations within the bunker. Furthermore, experts note that the psychological impact of having such a bunker can deter adversaries temporarily, but its long-term effectiveness is questionable if countermeasures are developed. These assessments underscore the importance of continuous innovation and adaptability in military strategy, as technological advancements can quickly render existing defenses obsolete. The strategic assessment of Iran's bunker involves understanding its role within the broader military and geopolitical landscape. Strategically, the bunker serves as a deterrent, signaling Iran's readiness to defend itself against external threats. However, from a military standpoint, its effectiveness is debated due to vulnerabilities exposed by modern warfare techniques. The geopolitical implications are also significant. The bunker represents Iran's commitment to maintaining its sovereignty and strategic autonomy. This construction is a message to both regional adversaries and global powers, asserting Iran's presence and influence. However, the existence of such a facility also raises tensions, as neighboring countries and global powers must recalibrate their strategies to account for this capability. In essence, the bunker is both a symbol of strength and a potential flashpoint in the delicate balance of Middle Eastern geopolitics. The construction of Iran's 80-meter bunker has significant implications for Middle East dynamics. Regionally, it underscores the ongoing arms race and the persistent climate of distrust among neighboring countries. The bunker signals Iran's determination to fortify its defenses, potentially prompting other states to enhance their own military capabilities. This could lead to an escalation in regional tensions, as neighboring states perceive the bunker as a threat to their security. Moreover, the presence of such a facility may influence diplomatic relations, as countries like Saudi Arabia and Israel may seek increased support from global powers to counterbalance Iran's strengthened defensive posture. The bunker also poses challenges for U.S. foreign policy, as it complicates efforts to negotiate with Iran on nuclear and military issues. In essence, Iran's bunker is a catalyst for shifting alliances and strategic recalibrations in the Middle East. Iran's geopolitical landscape is significantly influenced by its neighbors, each presenting unique challenges and opportunities. Iraq, to the west, shares a complex history with Iran, with past conflicts and current cooperation in fighting ISIS. To the east, Afghanistan's instability poses security concerns for Tehran, especially regarding refugee flows and narcotics trafficking. In the south, the Strait of Hormuz is a critical choke point for global oil transportation, making relations with Gulf states like Saudi Arabia and the UAE crucial. These countries often see Iran as a regional rival, further complicated by sectarian divides. The northern neighbors, including Turkmenistan and Azerbaijan, offer less direct conflict but are vital for energy trade routes. Turkey, while not bordering Iran, plays a significant role in regional politics and economics, often acting as both a collaborator and competitor. Understanding these neighbors is essential to grasp Iran's strategic calculations and its perceived need for robust defense mechanisms, such as the controversial 80-meter bunker. Iran's security strategy is heavily influenced by the regional balance of power. The presence of U.S. military bases in neighboring countries is a constant reminder of potential threats. Iran's military doctrine focuses on asymmetric warfare, leveraging its missile capabilities and proxy forces in the region to deter aggression. The Revolutionary Guards play a crucial role in this strategy, often engaging in activities beyond Iran's borders. Meanwhile, Iran's development of underground bunkers and fortified installations, like the 80-meter bunker, are part of its defense-in-depth strategy. These measures aim to protect strategic assets from aerial and missile attacks. However, the dynamic nature of regional security, with shifting alliances and emerging threats, requires Iran to continuously adapt its strategies. The evolving U.S. military technology, including advanced bunker-busting munitions, challenges the effectiveness of these defenses, rendering some of Iran's security measures potentially obsolete. When comparing Iran's bunker defense strategy to those of other nations, notable distinctions arise. Countries like Switzerland have long invested in extensive bunker systems designed for civilian protection during wartime, relying on their strategic neutrality. Meanwhile, North Korea's bunkers serve as critical command and control centers, reflecting its militaristic focus. In contrast, Israel's Iron Dome and underground facilities are geared towards countering specific regional threats, such as rocket attacks from neighboring territories. The United States, on the other hand, prioritizes mobility and technological superiority, maintaining bunkers for strategic assets, but heavily investing in advanced defense systems like missile shields and cyber capabilities. Iran's approach, heavily reliant on subterranean protection, seeks to safeguard its strategic assets from aerial bombardments and ensure command continuity. However, the effectiveness of these measures can be questioned given the advancements in modern military technology that can neutralize such defenses with precision strikes. Iran's defense strategies encompass a wide range of military and technological measures aimed at safeguarding its sovereignty. A key component is the development of missile capabilities, both for deterrence and potential offensive operations. The country's extensive missile program, including ballistic and cruise missiles, is designed to target U.S. bases and allies in the region effectively. Additionally, Iran invests in cyber warfare capabilities, recognizing the growing importance of digital fronts in modern conflicts. The integration of asymmetric warfare tactics, such as employing proxy groups across the Middle East, provides Tehran with strategic depth and plausible deniability. The construction of fortified underground facilities further enhances its ability to withstand potential aerial attacks and maintain operational continuity. These strategies reflect Tehran's understanding of its military limitations and its pursuit of methods that maximize its strategic advantages. However, as technology evolves, Iran's reliance on traditional defense measures faces increasing scrutiny and challenges. The diplomatic relationship between the U.S. and Iran has been fraught with tension since the 1979 Iranian Revolution. The hostage crisis that followed set the tone for decades of mistrust and confrontation. Over the years, various administrations have attempted to manage relations through sanctions, negotiations, and military posturing. The 2015 nuclear deal, formerly known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, was a significant diplomatic achievement, albeit short-lived, due to the U.S. withdrawal in 2018 under Donald Trump's administration. This withdrawal led to a resurgence of tensions, with Iran gradually abandoning JCPOA commitments and increasing its nuclear activities. The ongoing diplomatic standoff has significant implications for regional and global stability, affecting security dynamics and economic interests across the Middle East and beyond. Understanding this complex relationship is crucial for analyzing Iran's defense strategies and the perceived threats that drive them. Iran's historical ties with the U.S. are complex and multifaceted, rooted in both cooperation and conflict. Before the 1979 revolution, Iran was a key ally of the U.S. in the Middle East, with economic, military, and strategic interests closely aligned. The U.S. supported Iran's modernization efforts under Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, providing military aid and technology. However, the revolution drastically altered this relationship, leading to the severing of diplomatic ties. The subsequent decades saw Iran and the U.S. at odds over regional influence, nuclear ambitions, and support for proxy groups. Despite these tensions, there have been periods of tentative rapprochement, such as during the Obama administration's efforts to negotiate the nuclear deal. Understanding this historical context is essential to grasp the current dynamics and challenges in U.S.-Iran relations. It sheds light on the motivations behind Iran's defense policies and its approach to international diplomacy. Looking ahead, Iran's defense initiatives will likely continue to evolve in response to regional dynamics and technological advancements. Tehran is expected to further develop its missile technology, focusing on precision and range improvements, as well as its cyber warfare capabilities to counteract U.S. and allied forces' advantages. The geopolitical landscape, marked by shifting alliances and emerging threats, will necessitate adaptive strategies. Iran may also seek to bolster its regional influence by deepening ties with Russia and China, leveraging these relationships for economic and military support. Domestically, Iran's defense policies could be shaped by internal political dynamics and economic conditions, which influence resource allocation and prioritization. Internationally, any potential thaw in U.S.-Iran relations, possibly through renewed negotiations, could reshape defense strategies. However, the persistent threat of conflict and sanctions will likely keep Iran focused on enhancing its deterrent capabilities. If you found this perspective valuable, consider subscribing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I read every one of them. Thank you for watching.